All right, we're back, folks, and we got another match for you here. This is your host, Ray Hansen. We're here at Lindenwood University for the Durbin Cup, and this is a race to three. And we've got the playing for the Lindenwood Lions here, Sean Sommers. And his opponent playing for the Durbin Destroyers is Drake Niepoetter. Drake just turned 18 last week, and there's a prime candidate for to be a Lindenwood Lion there. And joining me in the booth for this match, Mr. Mark Wilson here, who heads up this program here at Lindenwood University. Mark, welcome to the show, sir.
Well, thank you, Big Truck. As we look on, Drake, after a Sean Sommers dry break, comes to the table. Nice shot on the one.
I'll tell you what, this kid can flat out play. I met him for the first time down in Poplar Bluff at the event we had down there in Poplar Bluff, Missouri, there at Smokin' Aces Barbecue, and I was really impressed with his game. He was only 17 at the time.
On the playing table, we have Jaden Hergott, and he's going to be suited against the infamous
Rolled the two into the side. Got a nice three ball here.
Well, this little Durbin Cup event, Mark, is really cool, and I love the concept here. But how did this come about? I mean, how did you all?
Well, it was so interesting. Mike Durbin is such a good benefactor. He's made my cues for a number of years, but he's just more than that. He's just a really, really good guy that loves to support the sport and wants to support the sport and wants to see it grow, but in the right way. And I asked him one time, because he has a cue factory.
Now he'd been making your cues,
yeah, absolutely. He makes my cues. And I said, could I bring my team up to tour the Q Factory? Because it'd be so interesting, for them, because, they don't know how they're made. And I always learn something. So he said, yeah, and we'll play a match while we do it, because he has two wonderful tables there. And so we go up there and we play a match and have a tour of the Q Factory, and his mother makes us all nice dinner.
Wow.
It's very official.
Nice.
I mean, it's so cool, and it's such a good experience for the kids. We try to do some charitable things as well along the way, and but that's where Mike really gives back to the sport. Sean Sommers hails from Maquoketa, Iowa.
I'm sorry.
No problem.
Is that what spawned the idea of the cup here, or
That was Mike's doing.
Okay.
And he just saw the we played them twice, once home and once away last year, and they beat us both times. And so he thought, it'd be kind of cool if we had a little rivalry here, and I'll just see if I can't take my players and make a better team than Mark does. And so, this year we won the cup the very first time out, and so now he's out for vengeance to get it back.
Right.
And you can see he's loaded up his team pretty good here.
Yeah, he did. Nick Farner, Hall of Fame,
Right.
Player, BCA Hall of Fame, One Pocket Hall of Fame. I believe Nick is in the Banks Hall of Fame as well.
And if there's any more Hall of Fames, he'll probably be in it for long.
Right. Nick, great player, of course, but a really awesome person as well. I've really enjoyed meeting Nick and spent some time with him here over the last few months.
Sean's in good shape here to collect the first game.
Definitely stacking the team up there. He's got Joey Gray on the team this time. He's got Liz Lovely on his team. And I know Chip Compton would probably be here as well if he wasn't out in Vegas right now with the bonus ball squad.
Good shot there, Shawnee. He falls perfectly on the 9. It's kind of an interesting thing. We play a lot of matches. We don't always play other schools. Sometimes we play just local league teams because, it's a budgetary thing. And one time we had a big match like this with a pretty good crowd in here, and it was a bunch of older league guys that came to play us, the more skilled league players. And one of the kids' parents said to me, well, what school do these guys go to? Because they all got gray beards and everything. And I said, no, it's not like that. We don't always play other schools. It was so comical, yeah. But we have so much fun. And what's pretty cool, it's a remarkable how much support we have. And
Right.
you can see when you apply good values and ideals, people get on board and see the merit in it, and you will see nothing but stellar attitudes from all my performers here, because that's one of the rules that I mandate. That's my number one rule besides your academics, is your attitude. It's not your skill. We're going to make you a good player in 4 years, but you got to possess the prerequisites, and there's not a second chance for poor attitude. You get one crack, and that's it.
Wow, look at this. Drake Niepoetter almost scratching, but no balls down. Here comes Sean Sommers. Now, I missed it is 1-0, is that correct?
Yeah, he's missed it too. He kind of goes to his own beat. a very interesting kid, kind of the class clown of our group,
Oh, yeah.
studying film here.
Well, he seems very serious today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if this if this 2 passes the 5 ball here. Okay, it didn't, but nice combination. And
Yeah.
did you see what he did there, too? He bumped the 8 ball out. 8 ball would not pass the 9, but now it's fine.
Yeah, developing the 8 ball was a crucial element there. He set the all-time record last year at the University of Michigan for the high score in the 15 ball, and there's a maximum of 120. He scored 117 in 8 racks of you break them wide open, take ball in hand, how many can you run prior to missing? And there's never been anyone come that close to a perfect score at that
Wow.
format. And it's under a lot of pressure, and the tables, they're not the most consistent tables in the world either. Betsy Sunholm does a great job with that. She's a big proponent of the Michigan pool scene, and then she does a lot of valuable work for the ACUI. That's our next big thing, will be the Nationals. You have to win a qualifier in your region, and then you get to go to the Nationals. Last year, 5 of my athletes were funded to go to Tempe, Arizona and participate in the Nationals. No, that was way, way cool.
Where's
They
the
were so excited.
The qualifier? Where's that held?
This qualifier will be right here in this room on the 22nd of February, and it's open to any school that wants to send a participant. It's individual rather than team. You play a race to 5 and double elimination tournament. You finish in the top 2, you're assured of going to the Nationals. And that's the same Nationals Nick Varner won twice, and Lars Vardaman here in the room won 3 times. So we got quite a bit of talent here, even from the previous Nationals. Sean Sommers quickly wins his second game, jumps out to a 2-0 lead.
Wow, I tell you what, I'm getting my notepad out here because I need to write some of these names down there because I think we're going to be seeing some of these young guys out here on the tour here.
You know,
as soon as we get a tour.
I couldn't be more excited with the way the guys are performing here, because this is pressure, for them, and I've forgotten how nervous you do get, and these kids couldn't sleep last night. You were here, they were in here training, and they're all such good kids. I mean, it's an honor for me to be, not only in their company, but everybody else that comes to support us. I mean, it's really rewarding.
Almost every single one of them also came by over here and asked if they could help with anything, help setting up, help.
Right.
So it was really nice.
I mean, it sounds like I'm bragging, but I have the best kids in the world. Honestly, I would take any of them as my own son or daughter. And they conversely, feel, very much the same towards me. I mean, they would fight for me. It's such a cool relationship, and we do so much more than just train for pool too. We do some team building things. We go and support the football team and the baseball team and attend, and just like the outings to the charitable functions or the Durbin Cup, things like that. A little different.
I'll tell you what, Mike, Mark, excuse me, I really admire what you're doing here. Really, so it's awesome. Nice safety. Yeah, Mark, when you show the kids how to do things, it makes such an impact on them, and you can really see it here with these young men.
I know,
and women.
Oh yeah, we got 3 or 4 great players. You'll see a couple of our women players later today, but it's such a unique experience when I see where these kids come from and then see them grow. And they help each other. And sometimes I'll walk through the room and I'll look out and kind of like I was telling you last night, they're making good shot selections now that they never used to know or understand, defense, offense, and then supporting it with a great stroke technique. And it's just like my chest swells up. They don't even realize how much better they've gotten. But now they're really playing the game, as you can see. They've jumped out to an early lead here in this match, and I think we're going to need every bit of it here.
Great shot there. Yeah. Wow, that was a tough shot. And look, and came around nicely for the 2 ball as well.
Now that 4 to the 5, that'll be a little tricky there, Ray.
Well, we Mark, last was it not this past Tunica? It might have been the one before that. We watched one of your students put the shellacking on Earl there on the 10-foot table, Landon Shuffett, And I tell you what, his mechanics, his pre-shot routine, everything was just very impressive. And his sportsmanship at the table.
Oh, yeah, impeccable.
He had a really, there was some things going on in that man. He was playing Earl, and he was really impressive in every way.
I do want you to know that Landon's progress is not me. I mean, he was a good player. He happened to be my first call when I took this job. Because he has the values and the character and certainly the firepower to be formidable. So, now this whole thing is starting off really good for Lindenwood. I was hoping we wouldn't maybe get smoked early and maybe lose a little bit of our focus or confidence. No, really, because now we can kind of settle in and play.
Well, I tell you what, I wouldn't recommend resting on your laurels here.
No, absolutely not. Good shot there, Sean.
This Durbin team is pretty solid. These guys can play.
Yeah, we respect them. They beat us both times last year. And this is a funny thing. Our team last year, I didn't schedule us easy now, mind you, but we were 0-10.
No kidding.
Yeah, 0-10. And this year, we are 7-0 going into this match, which figures to be our sternest test.
Well, here's an opportunity for Drake here. Sean has left the 6 ball. He hung it up in the corner pocket there.
Just last week, Drake beat Earl Strickland at the Derby City. I don't know if you know that. So.
No, I didn't. That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah, that's a pretty big win for this young man.
Do you recall what discipline that was in?
I think it was in Banks. And his father is a tremendous banker. His father, Dale, he used to come to my pool room regularly. Got to know him. He's a big pool advocate. He grew up around Nick Varner, Dale Niepoetter. Now he's spawned like a family team. They have a real tight table at the house, and these kids have been playing since they were virtually born.
Right.
And
the younger Niepoetter, Drew, I think he's 14. I think I need the 7 from him.
Oh, no. Yeah. You see Drake making nice out there as Sean stumbled on the 7-0. You also noticed throughout the day, you'll see a lot of spirit here. Right? We always engage our players that we want a lot of positivity here. So if one of our teammates does well, we applaud that. In practice, if you get a perfect score in a rack or run out of a rack, the whole team has to clap. If we have a guest come on board, I'll say, hey, everybody, here's my good friend Ray Hansen. They will spontaneously applaud, engage you, make you feel welcome, share a joke, play a game, teach you it's the coolest thing ever. And because I didn't want them, I wanted to mandate that. I don't mandate a lot of things, but that because I don't want people to feel like they're intruding or not wanted or welcome. We really want to engage them as ambassadors for our program. So if anybody's listening out there and you come through, stop in and see us. You'll be more than welcome if you love pool. 2-1, Sommers in front of Niepoetter. Niepoetter at the table now. Playing safe. Pretty heady shot for a young man. Sometimes they become a bit too aggressive. That was not the time to be aggressive.
Yeah, he's left a shot here. This is a really tough one, though.
Right. This is a standing room only crowd, Ray. You don't see that very often for pool. We do have a small venue, though. It's not like we sold out Yankee Stadium or anything. But
well, that was a tough shot. I think, can Drake make this 2 ball? I think he can.
Looks like he can. The position will be the trick. The spike down and draw. The 6 ball covers the side pocket. That will prevent it. No, he played his head. He saved. Ooh, this kid's a pretty shrewd player. Perfect stop shot save.
Got him.
See Derek Keith down there playing in the match, and that's St. Louis's #1 radio DJ that plays a very formidable pool. Creates a lot of our audio openings that you'll hear throughout the year if you come to our matches. Well, Sean's sizing up just what he has here. the 6 ball there. It looked like he was playing that shot as well. Got some nice background tunes going on. Here's a little Joan Jett.
Joan Jett. Wow. Hadn't heard
From way back when.
Hadn't heard that name in a while.
We have kids literally from all over the world in the program, and it is so unique and so interesting. Have them. That's how I learned my geography, Ray. I said, Nepal. We got 2 from Nepal. I said, what goes, Mount Everest has a peak there, you know. That's kind of cool. And then my students also, listen to this, they've seen tigers in the wild. Now, who do you know that's seen a tiger in the wild? I said, well, that's interesting. And they said like this, they go, the key is that you never run. You have to hide. You know, I suppose it makes sense, you know, but it'd be hard to refrain from running for me. But
Right. That's neat. All right. Well, this the 7-8 is sitting funny on the side rail over to the left of the table here, and it seems like neither player is anxious to get to that, but they're going to have to probably try to develop that off the 3 ball here. Well, this was very close to leaving a 2-9 combo for the side pocket here, and I know this is a shot that Efren would certainly come around and take a look at this 2-9 possibility here. But we're going to Mark Wilson has stepped away for just a second there, and he is back with us. Mark.
Hey, Ray, you called it properly. It was a go shot, too. There was enough throw there that it was at least going to be threatening, and you could play safety, a one-rail kick safety, while simultaneously trying to throw the 2 in there. But
Right.
there's a little youthful inexperience is all. Us older guys, we want to take advantage of every crack of light, and if we can get a cheap win, we're all about it. You know, I mean, we don't have to work that hard.
That's right. Well, a win is a win.
Over on the Greenleaf table, Stephen Wyatt's playing. Score tied 1 apiece. Stephen Wyatt's the Lindenwood player. Drake was able to hit the 2. Sent it down here by the cue ball.
Sean's got a chance here.
Really interesting. Sean comes from a little town in central Iowa that does not have a 9-foot table. He's always played bar table pool, but yet he's one of my best players. Nice shot there.
Very nice.
Really getting into the 9-footer now that he's been exposed to for a while. He was a bit reluctant last year when he came. Like, I don't know, 9-footer, I'd rather play, you know, because he was so familiar and skilled on the bar table. But now he's kind of shifted gears here.
That was an impressive shot right there. Uh-oh, miscue. Brutal. 3-2 Lions just announced by
Karaoke Kathy, that's my lovely wife.
Karaoke Kathy
She's
Wilson.
a cookie baker and the cheerleader. And her pool tips, they're not too extensive, but I will give you a couple of them. You never leave the table on a negative ball, and her most valuable one, just look cute when you're chalking. The girls love her. She's all about the girls on our team. She's always cheering.
Right.
Yep. Oh, am I breathing into my microphone?
There you go. Very close to his work here. This is going to be very tough. These close-up shots, these give even top players troubles.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen a
You
lot.
always have to cut them well thinner than you think as the 9-ball kind of sent on its way towards the side pocket. Hey, Drake, that was a great shot there.
Yeah, he made it look easy.
He's checking out the 7-8. That goes. There's a little gap there. It might throw, it might not. It needs to be. It looks like it's lined up pretty well, however. And he could go after it here if he needed to break it out. He's got the optimum angle to go after it. He'd prefer not to. He did try to go after it.
Oh, look at the 9. Oh, no. Wow. Wow.
This is interesting. Things really turned here.
Right. He's going to have to play safe here. Now, this is a safety.
No, I really think that he might be able to throw that in. I don't
think so. You know, looking at the screen here, let's take a little closer look here at this on the 7-8 combination here.
Oh, you're right. That might be too much. That might be asking too much.
It's very close. what I was thinking here, this is one of those shots that are overlooked many times by players, but you could hit rail first here, a little high on the 7-ball, just kind of clip the 7-ball coming off the rail and put the cue ball down the bottom rail here.
In this particular instance, that's a great shot, but that's not the shot for this time right now. He's talking about taking a foul, which I think is, if he's sure that the 7-8 won't go, I think he should take a foul. Yeah, and pocket the 9. Yeah, I agree. That's an experienced decision there. Now, it'll be terribly embarrassing if Sean can make the 8 by throwing it in. But he was pretty confident. Now your shot plays.
Now this brings up a question that I haven't asked so far. 3-foul rule.
Yeah, we announced that. Yep, we played the 3-foul rule.
Do have three-foul rule is in effect. Okay.
Well, this clearly doesn't throw because Sean's perplexed at the table, which means that it's definitely not a go, or he'd be looking at it. So,
quick look at the Durbin Cup here that we are playing for.
Now, the best way to play safe here is to set it right next to the 7, and rather go this way, come across the table, so you rub the 7 into the 8 rather than into the side rail. This can just leak out ever so lightly.
Oh, and that did.
Yeah.
Now, I think we're going to see a crossbank here, maybe?
Yeah, it's because he doesn't have a lot of choices. I will tell you this. It's a pretty hard shot to play safe from, and it's also a pretty hard shot. Well, he's playing safe. You can see he's not taking the big backswing. Now he's rethinking it. He did go bank. He went just a whisker short. He did not have position, however, anyway, and he actually might work out pretty good.
Just a side note about Drake. He's the youngest one here, just returning back from Derby City. But he totally defeated Earl Strickland. Way to go, Drake.
Hey, Sean with a long, tough get on the 7.
No pressure.
That's an awesome stroke right there, folks. Very glassy smooth on his transition from backswing to this foreswing. Now he's faced with yet another difficult ball to get because the pockets are so tight. Good shot there, Sean. They did not try to overdo anything with the cue ball there. That's the key to that when these super tight pockets make the ball, you know. Locks in on match ball. Playing with a Durbin cue.
Sweet shot.
And good job there, Sean Sommers. He's a very game performer, and Drake Niepoetter.
Good stuff. Well, another match, folks. And we're going to, again, take a quick break and be right back with more action from here at the Durbin Cup, live from Lindenwood University. Don't go away.
Our featured matchup table. Here's going to be the matchup of the day. Our Hall of Famer, Niepoetter.
Tips and tricks. Scene 1, take 1.
My name is Johnny Archer, 4-time world 9-ball champion.
My name is Florian Kohler, also known as Venom.
You know, we were here doing the tips and tricks video, and he was having a really hard time.
Take 2, 5, 12.
I seen how uncomfortable Florian was with the clothes he's wearing. Pool is a sport, and what you wear does affect your performance.
26.
You have no idea how hard it is to find something stylish enough and comfortable for a pool player. There is nothing available.
As a pool player, I like to be comfortable, and I like to look good, and that's why I wear Universe. I had an extra shirt, and I seen that Florian was about the same size as me.
This shirt fits really great. There is such a big difference compared to what I was wearing before. The shirt's really light. I can tell it's been designed by a pool player for pool players. so cool looking that actually will give you a boost of confidence. This is exactly what I needed. Style
And performance.